Well, we're all told to learn from our mistakes, but have you ever profited from one of your mishaps? It's a delicious dilemma that might just have been the turning point for a small local brewery. Here's tonight's Friday Night Flights.
It's pretty small space.
Welcome to the Border Brewing Company.
Had to make use of every square foot.
We are a smaller craft brewery.
But does size matter when it comes to making beer?
I don't know if it matters.
Eric Martin says there are big advantages to being small.
We make a batch of beer, it goes on tap, and it doesn't stay on for more than 2 months. And that means that you're drinking a really fresh product, which for beer is better in almost all styles.
A home brewer at heart, Martin's love for suds was so strong, he gave up his job as a chemical engineer with Black & Veatch to start Border Brewing in 2015.
I convinced my wife that she was in on it, so she's kept her day job through this whole thing and helped us pay the bills, but she was always very supportive of me in this endeavor.
Martin's wife, Tracy, is a co-owner. He says they worked so hard to start the brewery that they nearly burned out. That's when he phoned a friend.
I called Kelly and I said, "Hey man, I could really use some help. How do you feel about coming in once or twice a week?" And that slowly developed into he's now our full-time brewer.
We've got a kettle sour. It's been souring over the weekend.
Kelly Wing has a passion for coming up with new beers.
We're going to use a new fruit that we haven't used before called lulo fruit.
I had to Google lulo fruit. Turns out it looks like an orange.
Yeah, look at that.
And a little like a lime on the inside.
Fresh off the vine.
To top it off, Wing is adding fresh hops grown in his backyard to give it a uniquely local flavor.
We'll add some weight to it. We'll wet hop this in the fermenter.
Wing isn't afraid to take chances, even though he says beer drinkers can at times be brutally blunt.
And we did a series of experimental IPAs, and one of the reviews was, "Quit experimenting, these things suck." So, but that's just, one person's mouth on behind the keyboard.
You'll find Border near 18th and Oak in what's become known as Brewer's Alley in the East Crossroads, where there are now 6 breweries all within walking distance. The building they're in has some fun history. Built in the 1890s, it housed a small church before Border opened up, and they've heard wild stories of what was here during the Roaring 20s.
There was a speakeasy upstairs that got shut down by the federal government, by the FBI.
All right, good to go.
I would love to see this beer in all liquor stores around Kansas City.
As for the beer here, a brew called Strawberry Blonde is their top seller.
You're gonna notice a real fresh strawberry flavor, not really too sweet though.
The Strawberry Blonde actually developed into what it is because of my mistake.
When making it for the first time, Wing accidentally added lactic acid. He thought the batch would be ruined.
And as it turned out, it gave it just a little extra acidity and a little extra kick. And we're like, man, add that to the recipe. Let's keep doing that. So every once in a while you make a mistake too, and it's like, we should have tried that all along.
Oh, that strawberry tastes really good. And that tasty mistake deserves a big
Cheers.
cheers. Here's to Border Brewing. Next week, Friday Night Flights travels north of Platte City to check out Jowler Creek Winery.